What up, my primal people? Today we are talking about how to let go. And this is an awesome topic because a lot of people in this world nowadays seem to be holding on to a lot of things, whether it's material or something else other than material possessions. A lot of people are holding on to ideas. A lot of people are holding on to emotions. A lot of people are just holding on and not letting go in general. So today, I thought it'd be awesome to go over how to let go and how to stay in the present moment as well, because those two kind of go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other. Yin and yang. Let's get started. I took a bunch of notes yesterday. I've been researching a ton, but this basically came from experience as well. I've been just practicing mindfulness and meditation and just staying in the moment for around a year and a half now. This is something that I do truly feel good talking about. I really do think this can make a difference if enough people see this. I really do think it's something that is very, eye-opening or life-changing, just because staying in the moment can really help you in all different scenarios, all different situations. So let's get straight into it. So let's just start it out. Letting go may seem like a hard thing to do, but when you really dive in and examine it at its core, you can see that it really isn't hard at all. The ego is a tricky fella, and one thing it loves to do is to hold on and to cling to things. In reality, there is nothing to hold on to. Nothing is permanent, and the universe is in constant flux at all times. It's always changing. There's literally nothing that stays the same in this universe. Everything's always changing. It's changing forms, it's changing shape, and that's all it's doing. The universe is in constant flux. It's been like that since before time even started. Who even knows? So going on that statement, if nothing is permanent, then there is no reason to hold on to anything, because if something you love or something that you're holding on to is in nature to change, then there's no point in holding on to it, because you can still love that thing or feel whatever emotions you want to feel towards that thing, material or not. It doesn't matter. It can be an emotion, a feeling. It can be a material item too. But if that thing is going to change, then why hold on to it? Why not just experience that feeling right now? Just basically experience that experience while you can, because it's not going to last. Nothing does. I don't want to sound grim or glum, as you might say, but really, all you do have to do is see that, yes, everything is changing around me. And it wouldn't make sense for me to hold on to something that is in the nature to change, because I am going to change as well. That's why a lot of people have a hard time, with death, stuff like that. It's because they're holding on to their ego. They're holding on and they don't need to anymore. They've experienced, and now they're going to experience something else, which a lot of people say they know what happens after they die. But in reality, we're all here clueless. We don't know. Nobody knows for a fact, and that's okay. You just have to be here now and be okay with everything that's happening, because it got you to this present moment. And in reality, everything really is perfect. No matter the worst things that happen in life, all the struggles, all the people that are out there starving, everything. Kind of sounds shitty to say or crappy to say, but it all is perfect, and it's all happening for a reason. And everything changes. Nothing's going to stay the same. So a bad situation's not always going to be a bad situation. It's going to change. There's a story about, my dad was telling me one time. So basically, it's a simple story. There was this grass by his work. It all got destroyed. It was all dying. I don't even know how it died. I think it was like a fire or something that it just like completely burnt all this grass. And yeah, that sucks for all that grass that had to go through the burning and all that. But at the end of the day, he went back, a week later, and saw that that grass was now greener than before, greener than before it even got, greener than before it was on fire even. So basically, there was newer and better things to be had in that conflict, because that grass got burnt. New and greener grass and beautiful grass grew up in its place. So that's just a little story there, and that kind of sums it up, because no matter what, there's gonna be something different. You don't have to hold on. You just have to trust. And that's a hard thing to do, depending on, how you were raised, whatever happened in your lifetime. Every human experience is different. I didn't go through exactly what all of you guys went through, so it's gonna be different for me. But throughout life, you just gotta find your way and experience. So, like I was saying kind of earlier, I went on a little rant, but this doesn't mean you can't or shouldn't hold on to something, necessarily. So, you just have to understand this one thing. It's very simple, and You have to understand that everything is and will be subject to change, just like everything else in the universe. So as long as you know that, then go ahead, hold on to something, experience it, and then when it's done, let it go. It's as simple as that. You experience it for the time it lasts, however long that may be. And same with the bad things. You experience that, but it's kind of awesome because even that bad stuff will come to an end at some time. There are many different practices that can help you let go. One big one that comes to my head is practicing meditation. So meditation can help you stay in the present moment and observe your thoughts and how you are feeling. This is a big one because observing your thoughts and just staying in that present moment, you will be able to actually experience the moment changing. You will be able to experience watching your own thoughts. And that's a pretty cool thing, honestly. Since I've been doing it, I've been through multitudes of stages or whatever, just different mindsets going about meditation. And I've found that you don't even have to have a mindset at all. You don't have to have any prior knowledge about meditation. You don't have to know a single thing about how to meditate. You can just do it by calming the mind and watching your thoughts. There's not like this million-step process. It's not like, oh, you have to be awakened in order to meditate. No, all you have to do is practice it. And however it comes to you, that's how you're going to practice it. You can do walking meditation. You can meditate while you're doing the dishes. You can meditate almost anywhere, I'd say, because you always have your mind and everything's always changing. So all you have to do is observe. You have to take the time and observe. You don't always have to act on your feelings and emotions. I mean, sometimes you might have to. If it's getting in the way more than it's actually helping you, then I would say, why not just observe that feeling, emotion, material possession, anything. Just observe it and see how you feel about that. See what kind of emotions that brings to your mental and then digest it. And digesting it may be different for everyone because it's all how you want to do it. So just restating my main point here, meditation can be done almost at any time and it's a great practice. So if you want to implement it, go right ahead. There is no need to worry about anything except for this moment. Nothing. That's it. All you have to do is experience. I was talking to Hannah about this topic, and she literally told me that I should mention this in my video, that all you have to do is experience your different senses. And everyone says we have 5 senses, but honestly, there's so much going on inside this body. There's so many things that we can't see, and that scientists, whatever, they have microscopes. We have all these different tools that help us see what's going on, but there's just a whole, this whole organism right here is working on its own right now. It's beating my heart. I'm breathing in and out, and basically everything's going whatever, good. But thousands of cells are dying here. Thousands and thousands every day, millions, whatever. And I'm still the same Eric, whatever that means. But we're always changing, man. So nothing stays the same. And you guys all here experience it because you are, I would say, a living proof almost that nothing's permanent. That's really what we are. Is just, yep, the one thing you can say for certain is that nothing is permanent. I'm just going to keep saying it because it's really, you might look at it different than I look at it, but if this calls to you, then I would just say, see what it has in store. See what it has to offer. I was a car salesman for like a month, a little bit over, and that was like selling something. I never really liked cars at all. I never was into it, and I was selling that. And I was just training to and everything. I just saw these people sell things that they weren't passionate about, so stuff like that, whatever. And doing this, it's awesome because take it or leave it, it's free, and I'm not getting anything from it. It's literally only you will benefit from it. And even if it doesn't work, at least you gave it a shot. So meditation is awesome. Staying in the moment, just being aware of all your senses. That's all you got to do, like we were saying. Thank you, Hannah, for pointing that out because literally, we talk about this all the time. This is what we do for fun. We love talking about this. We love thinking about these things, so it's awesome. And I'm not saying this is the right way of thinking whatsoever. This is not the right way. I don't think there is a right way to think. All I'm saying is, throughout my life experience or life journey, I have picked up on a few things, and all I'm here to do is spew out basically what I've learned. And you might think it's not much, but at the end of the day, if I can help even one person, that would be awesome. Yeah, like I was saying, man, the body is a crazy organism. It's no different than a plant that is growing. We literally grew. Like, It's crazy how reproduction happens, whatever, with all different types of animals. But with humans, it's literally with everything. We're just growing, and it's awesome. We're no different than plants. Just because they can't talk, just because they, whatever, we don't know what they're thinking, or who knows. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're like us, that they have a language, whatever. Just because from what we see on the outside is that they're not living and they're not conscious, I very much believe that they are living. And whatever living means, I think that can be put in so many different categories. I honestly think the earth is living. It's one big organism. We are all really one at the end of the day, because, we're just energy. We're just vibrations. So, all right, guys, we're getting near the end, but another big point that I had to leave you guys with is that you didn't ask to come into this world. I mean, maybe we did and we just don't remember, but as of now, I don't remember asking to be born into this world, which, I like to make the best of things, but it's whatever. We're just going to go through life and we're going to take that journey and see what happens. But at the end of the day, why take it too serious? It's totally up to you how serious you guys want to take life, but I don't know. It's almost like a game, man. It's like a little simulation where you get to make choices, I guess. Whatever choices are, you get to make decisions and see what happens and experience the consequences, good or bad, of those experiences. You're the only person who can decide what matters and what doesn't. You get to decide how you want to look at things. You can look at one situation a multitude of ways. You can look at it in a good way. You can look at one situation in a bad way. But either way, it's literally how you look at it. It's all perception, and even those perceptions can change. So, like I said, it kind of all loops back into one solid lecture almost. This is almost a lecture. I'm just feeling like straight teacher mode, straight professor mode. But man, if you guys enjoy this, please smash that like button and maybe even gently tap it if that's your thing. But it's totally up to you guys. Make sure to subscribe as well, because I love making this content. So that's really all we have for today, but I'm going to leave you on this and then we'll be out of here. Nothing is permanent. You can choose to look at things in a good or bad way. It all comes down to perception and how you choose to experience your wild journey called life. Planet Primal out. Thank you guys for watching.